So as you drop into your breath, bring into your awareness the notion of letting go. So you're breathing in some solid energy that's going to help you through the day, through the week. But as you breathe out, bring the awareness to just letting go. It's not necessary that you know what you're letting go. You're just breathing in the energy and out whatever needs to go. In with the energy, out with the negative energy, whatever that is. And as you become aware of breathing in the energy and breathing out what needs to go, you begin to develop an awareness that on a daily basis, we have that ability to breathe in and breathe out. And to just think about times when you can actually consciously do it, even if it's for 1 minute a day. Just slow yourself down and breathe it in and let it out. And the more you practice that, the more awareness you have about this ability, the more it will just come naturally to you. You might be sitting watching television or just waiting for a bus or a subway. You might even just jump into your car when you're on your way somewhere, and before you start the engine, just breathe in and breathe out. And then when you return from wherever you've been, you can turn off the engine and breathe in and breathe out. And the longer you sit with the breath, the more you have the inner knowledge, the inner wisdom coming in, and that inner wisdom to let go. It can be that our meditation is simply on the breath. As you notice, you make connections, and then you let go. And if sitting with the breath for a longer period of time is challenging, you can repeat to yourself, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. And you might begin to watch your breath, whether it is that shallow chest level breathing, or is it deeper than that, where you're going all the way down to your diaphragm as you expand. Let your diaphragm just really open up. And then you breathe out really, really slowly. And maybe with some force, like But as we focus on our breath and bring awareness to the ways we are breathing, we are also acknowledging the beauty of the breath. We are acknowledging that the breath gives us life, allows us to walk around, to participate in activities that we like to do. It keeps us going and is a wonderful metaphor for moving forward in our lives. Like the image of a sailboat on the sea. When the sails go up and the wind catches the sail, it moves us forward. And then when the wind dies down a little bit, we appreciate the stillness, the decluttering of our minds. Because that clutter can really get in the way of us embracing all of the beauty that our breath gives to us. The walking around, the playing with the grandchildren, the conversations we have with loved ones. And knowing that we have that breath, knowing that we can always go there in times of trouble, knowing that we have the ability to calm ourselves through our breath, is in and of itself inner awareness, inner wisdom. But also knowing that our breath can catch us up sometimes if we are anxious or we receive some unsettling news. There are times when focusing on the breath can be a challenge. But because we know that, we can access other inner wisdom. And that wisdom is through grounding. So if it is that our breath is letting us down in that moment, we ground. You bring your awareness to your feet planted on the floor, or your hands on your lap or folded in front of you. When we ground, it allows us to accept all of life's possibilities. So if our breath is causing us some angst, go to the grounding. Maybe touch something, a touchstone that you carry around with you, or even holding on to a chair. And as you ground, you're bringing your awareness to the area where you are grounding. So if it is your feet, you imagine your feet firmly planted on the earth. If it is your hands, you feel the sensation of the connection wherever they are, whether it's your lap or folded together, or maybe hands crossed over your chest. That grounding allows you to just see what is possible. You're changing the focus of your awareness from something that could get your mind sailing away to places you don't want to go, and back into the moment of grounding. And you keep your awareness there until you are ready to move back into the breath, or until you are ready to feel the stillness of your mind. But the practice of grounding is an awareness. It's not simply, I'm going to sit down or I'm going to lie down. It's that I'm going to sit down or lie down with intention, with purpose. I'm going to sit down and lie down and pay attention to where my body is connected to the chair or the bed or the earth. The intention is to calm yourself and still your mind. And this practice is something you can do anywhere, anytime. You don't need any tools or any props, because you can ground into your own body. And always, just like we do with the breath, appreciate the power that the breath has and the gratitude we have for the life-giving force. When we ground into our bodies, we give gratitude. We give gratitude for that which is helping us to still, to come back into the present moment. Because when we are grounded and we are aware and intentional, we're not thinking about the past or worrying about the future. We are present in this moment in our bodies. And we appreciate, even if we have little aches and pains or soreness or even something wrong, there's so much more to our bodies than just that one thing. So while we don't ignore what's going on in our bodies, of course we give it attention if needed. but we also appreciate every other part of our body that allows us to ground, allows us to move around. And allows us to make those mind-body connections that are so powerful. So when we apply both practices of awareness on the breath and awareness of the body, we access the strongest inner wisdom. It helps us heal. It helps us heal if need be. Or it simply helps us to be in this beautiful moment. Even if it is simply for a moment, we can work with it and increase moment to moment awareness. And so for the next few moments, we're going to sit in silence until you hear my voice again. And choose, what is the focus of my awareness? And set an intention. I'm going to focus on my body. I'm going to be aware of my breath, my thoughts, my emotions. Because the more we practice sitting with any or all of those things, the more our inner wisdom really comes up and we learn to trust. We learn to trust that we have that inner wisdom that will help us through no matter what we are facing. And so we will sit with that choiceless awareness until you hear my voice again. May you be strong. May you find peace. May you be happy. May you be whole.